Hello B-Daman community, and that one ugly dumb clown watching this, wannabe designer that can't even edit, being salty, seeing the professionality of what we can do and how serious we are, but haters gonna hate. Now to all the good people in the community with big PP that really love B-Daman, it's time to wake up and get fired up. This is no joke, it's 100% real. 03 is happening, I promise you. In the 21st century, we can simply pay engineers and 3D modelers to bring our ideas to life. Like on Fiverr, we can give our ideas to Takara level professionals. Explain what we want, and they make it a reality, and it's not even that costly. It's completely achievable. To make this jump, and to create an outstanding 03 system, we need your help. What new features would you like to see? By gathering the best ideas from our entire community, we can make this product a hit and make it interesting for the biggest audience possible. 01, that we all love, showed us what to avoid. Being destroyed in your hands in mid-play and annoying stickers falling off. These are all things to avoid moving on. Now 02 system taught us what we should use, like the amazing health system. Direct hit battles made BB-B-Daman the most famous it ever was, so we need to bring it back in our new system. It's simple for kids and competitive for adults, simply making it the most fun battle toy ever invented. Also, by implementing cartridge system into our new 03, we will get two brand new BB-Daman types, long shot and split shot, now becoming possible, but more on them later, mind little noobs. Now boys and man, and that one weird girl watching this, I present you the best BB-Daman system ever invented. The one and only 03 system. More on details later. In short, what it does. Do you know those super duper cool abilities that they use in games and anime that we all love, but Takara never made them for some reason? Depending on how you build, you B-Daman, giving you up to 4 awesome abilities. Firing not just B-Daman at your opponent, but also barrels, rubber bananas, slinging giant freaking 3D printed dragons at your opponent, bunch of spiders, or even throwing a Beyblade at your opponents. While some abilities will simply fire a glowing fireball with different unpredictable movements, making it hard to dodge. Other will just womit bunch of B-Damas, being weaker power level, but overwhelming your opponent. And if you are asking yourself, how will paid engineers bring that into a real world? It's easy, 90% of that stuff is already created. From vomiting 100 B-Damas to neck-breaking speeds made by ordinary guys in community. Now, thanks to Big Ball's community, they kept B-Daman clinging to life for 11 years, with zero help from Takara. Now veterans' mind time has come to contribute and make this game popular again more than it ever was. Dear friends, I give you the power in your fingertips to use all these abilities with your B-Daman. Implemented in our 03 system will be Troika system. Now, how will it work, you're asking? Well, it's simple. If you remember those awesome crash weapons that allowed you to use some of the anime abilities, similar but more primitive than something we are trying to make. Although you could connect them to use 4 or more, Takara never gave them a DHB because every ability had its firing mechanism, making your B-Daman too bulky and unpractical for competitive use. I came to an idea of compressing them by making them smaller, chipper for production, and connecting them all on one firing mechanism. Using single electronic motors similar to Nerf blasters, combining all 3 weapons or abilities on one system. And don't worry, the motor is so small but strong. There is no way of exploding in your hands like some Shiat in anime and burn down half of the planet, like some insecure clown from the internet wants you to think. So what else makes 03 so special, worthy of this level of video and presentation? That would be 03's digital energy system. Each time you fire a shot, you gain B energy. Firing one shot gives you 1 B energy. You can see the amount of stored B energy on a small screen of your B-Daman. You can then spend that energy to activate your jaw-dropping abilities, impressing the viewers, opponent, and yourself, winning like a boss with style. With old systems taught unimaginable, abilities being all shiny and beautiful, will ensure, capture, and amaze short TikTok span brains, making 03 ideal for streaming and tournament play, introducing gamers to this hobby, pulling in bigger audience than we ever had. Now this means that short, small arenas made only for kids have to go, and for them to be replaced by medium-sized table tennis tables, ideal for all ages, becoming more appealing to sports-loving audience and making less kitty baby goo-goo gaga appearance, and being more of shooting sport with abilities. Takara support would make this super easy, but that does mean we would have to pull B-Daman from only kids' toy area into the sports area. This just means we should make more emphasis on dexterity needed to play direct hit battles. DHB's selling point should be that it is one of the best designs for pushing your dexterity to new heights, making room for B-Daman into sports area that Beyblade can only dream of, getting the best of both worlds, keeping the kids and getting the sports fans as a bonus. Now putting anime fans and gamers into the mix will skyrocket the popularity of the game, having 12 employees and 2 private businesses, having good history with sales and being businessman myself. I assure you 100% we can at least make a part of this from dreams into a reality even without Takara's help. Simply by placing our 03 idea on a Kickstarter, it will be more than enough for a start. But what if an evil clown from the internet starts yelling,
Takara will sue you and I have small pee-pee.
Don't worry. You can type in any big IP on the planet and find fans selling and making millions of their ideas. Unless you were living under rock, last famous Biff being Pokemon straight-up copy-pasted by Paul World, aka known as Pokemon with guns. Being requested for 20 years by now older demographic of fans. Now they delivered, and fans rewarded them. Their copy-paste game with unique twist becoming #1 selling game on Steam. And with did Nintendo do? Nothing, because they could do nothing. Last big changes and releases of BB-B-Daman going all the way back in 2013 simply shows us all that Takara just doesn't care, allowing us to just do whatever we want outside of Japan and as individual making sells on internet outside of stores and not as a business or legal entity, me being one knowing this well, allows us as a community to legally meet together and make something new. But what good does it make if no one can see it? That's where YouTube and online advertising kicks in. Connecting first with our own community's big shots like /West, rollout reviews, BDA Bladder 95, Lewis 1 on 138, or if O3 becomes loved enough, why not contact the big guns? Like Jakuso, he already made 2 famous videos on BB-Daman, why not the 3rd? And if some insecure internet clown comes at you with his negativity and pessimism, starts crying like insecure Pusey, I want you to get mad and punch that biatch in his ugly face. Then I want you to stand up and tell him that we are just the same as his dad and that we don't care about him. Then tell him you are going out with his mom to buy some milk. Dear community, from today we stand victorious with greatest shooting toy ever invented, with countless customization possibilities, huge competitive and ever-growing skill tree with infinite variations of different abilities. Let's go together even deeper in the possibilities of a 0-3 system.